piece of cardboard.
All right. And Ron, if you could tell your name.
Ron Hasuler.
Ron Hasuler. And how long what's your address?
153 Glen Street, Kingston, New York.
And how long have you lived here?
I've lived here for, all my life.
Okay.
Until he was married.
Until I was married.
And
then he
we
moved
just-
back to take care of my father.
Okay. So let's say over 50 years.
Come on.
Is that
Yeah.
fair to say?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so what we wanted to do is give you an opportunity to just briefly explain some of the issues that you had. I know, I'm sure you're familiar with the project and the history of the nursing home and then the jail. We're concerned about blasting, traffic, drainage. I don't know if you want to touch on, do you have issues with drainage?
Well, I think that drainage has always been a problem here.
Since the nursing home.
Since the nursing home was built, and and it's the same thing with when they started building this. My dad's house was damaged; the roof was all damaged from the blasting when they started the construction.
So the roof of your house here,
Right,
it was damaged because of blasting?
from the nursing home.
Wow.
When they built it, yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
And who repaired it?
Colonial Roofing.
And it was directly caused by the rocks that were
Right.
hitting. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so does blasting concern you with the jail, with the new jail?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And did you know anything about blasting? Did you know? I mean, have people been keeping you informed of this
No,
project?
nobody told us. Well, I think it was what happened was that when they were blasting, they didn't have the big covers, the big sheets that they put over when they blast. So the rocks were just coming
Wow.
wild,
Yeah. And we're gonna make sure that they're aware of that. And also, what about drainage? You mentioned you're having some challenges with drainage.
Well, the water, you had water in the side.
I had water too, so I mean,
Did you?
yeah.
I mean, that's been a problem here for years. For years, with water going in people's cellars and stuff, but I think it got worse once the construction was completed with the nursing home. I mean, it's not something that's going to drive you out of the house, but it's
a problem.
But more
It's a problem.
blasting, blasting might cause more problems
Yeah.
with a shift in the bedrock or whatever and send more water down.
And the thing is, we don't know with blasting because they haven't answered that question. We've
We have
asked.
a pond up here that's is overflowing right now from the rain.
Yeah, the pond. There's a really big
They
pond.
could do something. The nursing home cut off the spring that ran from one pond to the other and really messed
Well,
it
can
up.
you explain that? There was a spring
There's a spring from this pond to what they call Mary's Pond, which is in back of a nursing home. It's owned by the fellow that owns the horses and that. He has the pond. I know he mentioned the pond when he was speaking the other night. And he was worried about his horses with the blasting. And I don't blame him because horses get frightened very easily. But
Okay.
yes, it's we've been fighting this so long. It's
Exhausting.
Exhausting.
And Ron, could you talk about how many times you've spoken with folks at the county? And I know you and I have spoken several times over the years. And how about your alderman? How many times have you tried to reach out to Rennie Scott Childress, and what has he said to you?
Well, I guess I'll be real frank about that. He was basically no help at all. The only person that I got any help from up here, especially with the traffic problem, is Robert Sudlow from the county, deputy executive, and he's the only one. He got the barricades up here. He put those in and stopped the traffic from that end. We tried. He also put in speed bumps here, and what happened there was the people basically ripped them up and tossed them to the side of the street, and that was the end of that. And after that, Bob retired a short time ago, a few years ago, and it's been nothing. nobody wants to help do anything. They just want, these politicians, they just want people to just take whatever they throw at us, you know, and that's very unfair because we've been here for, well, the house has been there for 70 years. And
your quality of life.
oh, the quality of life sucks. You know, I mean, I spent countless hours here, Matt, with truck drivers. The street is marked, you know, no truck traffic, and they continue. I mean, I was out here every day for hours.
Well, I'll tell you, in the brief, this video has only been about 5 minutes, and when I was speaking with your sister, I don't know how many cars we've clearly observed. We have a do not enter sign right there, a no through traffic sign there, and there's do not enter signs on the other side.
Yeah.
Clearly not working. So, you know, we understand this, Ron. I mean, we're going to submit this on your behalf, as you mentioned. You know, I apologize that you haven't been able to get any. I know how frustrated you are, but we're going to submit this on your behalf. Okay.
Great. That's great.
Thank
Matt.
you, Ron.
Appreciate it. Thank you.